do have one thing I want to disagree. I got to disagree on about the Lou and Babcock stuff. How you never saw character issues. I
Mm.
think it's honestly out. It was out of fear of both Babcock and Lou. I mean, we heard about the stuff how Mike treated Mitch.
Overblown, man.
You
I'm a
think
big
so? You think
so
so?
yeah, I do.
Hmm.
Yeah, I absolutely think it was overblown,
Okay.
and people like to look for reasons to complain.
Hmm.
Um, I'm a big Mike Babcock fan.
Really?
I'm a huge Mike Babcock
I
fan.
was. I was.
That stuff didn't, I defended him, and what did he give him? He gave him structure, and maybe that was the problem, was that the structure was too rigid. But it's and maybe a lot of it was the generational gap. I watch out for Babcock in Columbus now, because
That's gonna be so interesting
well,
with with Line. That will be interesting.
what did he do with his time off? Where did he go?
Yeah, he went to universities.
He went to school.
Yeah.
He went to school to coach kids. And when you're coaching
Was
at
he not
that
allowed to?
level,
But he wouldn't have been allowed to go anywhere else.
he could have coached in the NHL, but because he didn't coach in the NHL, he was still getting paid by the Leafs.
Right,
So
and
he had no
he
incentive to
wouldn't have
go
got
coach in
as
the
big of a
NHL.
contract. That's true.
But in terms of personal development, and if you've ever read an interview with Mike Babcock, I mean, the guy is big on personal development.
Mhm.
The guy's not standing here saying, "I'm right all the time and I don't have to change." He's not.
Mhm.
That's not what he says. That's not what he stands for.
No, you're right. He never
So,
says it. That's true.
right, the players will say he thinks that way, but I wouldn't buy it. So to watch him go to the University of Saskatchewan and maybe understand the generation that he's going to have to be coaching if he wants to stay in the game, I think it's a huge thing.
Closer to
Because
Mitch's age.
if everybody's right that Mike Babcock has this massive ego,
Mhm.
getting fired for the first time in his career, you're not going to say that didn't phase him,
Right.
right? We're not going to draw attention to that. We're not going to draw attention to what it does to a man's psyche when he loses his job and has all of his credibility cast in doubt. You think Mike Babcock's not aware of the fact that he hadn't made it out of the first round since God knows when?
Mhm.
So he's obviously doing some work on himself,
Right.
but I think he did a really good job for a while
Okay.
setting the stage for what was going on in Toronto.